Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Goron Guitar. Maren Morris here with background music. So this one is a cozy song with Maren singing by the window, and it's all kind of great life. So that is a great song, background music. We have a couple chords to go over here. First, capo set here on the first fret, and 6 chords. So let's start with the chords first. We have the G. So that is third on E, second on A, open D, open G, third B, and third E. Next is F, so you bar all strings here on the first fret, and the rest will be third on A, third on D, and second on G. Okay, next is C. So third on A, second on D, open G, first B, and open E. And we have D. So open D, second G, third B, and second E. Next is E minor. So open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. And the final chord is B7. Like that. So you need to bar the second fret from the A string and down. So 5 strings, that means. And the rest will be 4th on D and 4th on B. Alright. So for this song here, it's mainly a picking pattern song. You can do that through the entire song, but you can also choose to later start a strumming, so it's both ways. I'm gonna show you both ways there, but first we need to go over some patterns here for the chords. So yeah, let's start with the G pattern, so to speak. That pattern will sound like this. All right. So the patterns will be pretty similar here for the chords, just different grips. So for G now, the only thing you need to hold here is the 3rd fret here on the E string in the bass. And when you have that, you are ready to go 3rd fret E, then open G, open D, open B, open G, and open D. Alright. So repeat this. 3rd fret E, the bass, then open G, open D, open B, open G, and open D. Alright. That's the G pattern. The F pattern will be exactly in the same way. You just switch the bass note to the 1st fret E string this time. And the rest is the same, so nothing changes there. So 1st fret E string, otherwise the same as G. Then you're gonna play the C pattern here. That sounds like this. For this pattern, you're gonna hold the actual chord here, the C, as it is. And when you have that, you're gonna play 3rd fret A string, open G, 2nd D, 1st B, open G, and 2nd D. So to repeat this, 3rd A, open G, 2nd D, 1st B, open G, 2nd D. Alright, so that is the C pattern. Then we have the E minor pattern. For this one, you could hold the E minor as it is. If you want, it's actually enough to just hold the 2nd fret D string. So that will work as well. So when you have that, you're gonna play the open E string in the bass. then the open G, the second D, the open B, open G, and second D. It sounds like this. All right, so repeat this. Open E, open G, second D, open B, open G, and second D. All right. The next pattern is for the D. That sounds like this. All right. So that is open D, second G, back to open D, third B, second G, and open D. Alright, so repeat this. Open D, second G, open D, third B, second G, open D. And the final pattern we need to handle here is for the B7. There, you're just gonna hold the chord as it is, and you're gonna play this. And that is basically just down and back up, so that means second on A, third on D, second on G, fourth on B, second on G, and fourth on D. So you just go from A string, for D, G, B, back to G, and back to D. So there you have the different patterns here for the pickings. So now we can start right away. So the intro is 1 round for G, 1 round for F, and 2 rounds for C. That will sound like this. And then starts the verse. And you know what? The verse continues in the same way. You're gonna play another 4 rounds of this chord progression, 1 G, 1 F, and 2 Cs. But on the fourth round, round, the last chord, the C, you're just gonna play 1 down on the bass. Okay? So when you play this on, you can go from round 3 and go into round 4. And see how it ends. It will sound like this. Round 3. And last round. And a short break there. Alright, and that takes us to the chorus. So in the chorus, the lyrics, we got time, but we're only human. So the picking continues. You're gonna play 2 rounds of G. And then comes the E minor, 2 rounds. Then comes C for 2 rounds. Then G 1 round and D 1 round. Right? So we are about half into this course. Repeat. G 2 rounds, E minor 2 rounds, C 2 rounds, G 1 round, and D 1 round. Okay, it continues. The lyrics, you and I. So on I, you're gonna play 2 rounds of G. Then 1 round of B7. And 1 round of E minor. And then comes the ending here. In the lyrics, and I love you till all that I are is background music. So on love, you're gonna play the E minor, but for this E minor, you're just gonna play the first 3 notes. So that means only the first 3 notes from the pattern. Then you're gonna shift to the D chord and play the first 3 notes from the D. and you're just gonna end with 1 down on C. And that ends the chorus. So the last part here was E minor, first 3 notes, the D first 3 notes, and just 1 down on C. So it sounds like this. Right? So I'm gonna play this chorus for you from the beginning till the end now, so you get a feeling of how it sounds. So let's start with G 2 times. Let's go. E minor 2, C2, G1 and D1, G2, B7 1, E minor 1, E minor, D and C. Alright, so that is the chorus. Right after this one comes this intro melody again, the G 1 round, the F 1 round, and C 2 rounds before another verse starts. Okay, so that takes us to the second verse, and from this verse you can continue to play this picking patterns that will go on through the entire song if you wish, or here you can start to play a strumming pattern. If you play the picking, it will be played in the same way as the first verse. But if you want to play the strumming, we need to look at the strumming pattern. So let's grab a G chord. And 1 round of strumming will be down, down, up, down. Okay, so pretty short strumming pattern here. Sounds like this. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Okay. So if you choose to play the strumming, you're gonna think to play the double amount of rounds if you compare it to the picking pattern here. So for the picking, you're gonna play 1 round of G, 1 round of F, and 2 of C's. But for the strumming, if you choose to go there, you're gonna play 2 rounds of G, 2 rounds of F, and 4 for C. So with the strumming, down, down, up, down, G 2 times, F 2 times, and C 2 times. And this chord progression for 4 rounds, it will sound like this. So I'm gonna play a couple rounds for you. So let's go. G, G, F, F, C, 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 C. Alright, so that is the verse if you choose the strumming. So that takes us to the next chorus. Okay, so here you gonna play in the same way as you learned for the first chorus, and if you choose the picking, it's the same there. The only difference here is that it's kind of built in 1 extra round of G, F, and C in the end. So remember, we had this ending with the first chorus with E minor, first 3 notes, D, first 3 notes, and 1 down on C. Then you have an extra ending, so to speak, with the chords G, F, and C, just 1 down for each chord. So you just add this extra 3 chords that I've just played for you on top of the first chorus, and that will give you this chorus, all right? So yeah, you can choose to play the picking here, or you can go with the strumming, and the pattern there is the same. You need to play twice as many rounds for each chord as we had for the picking. So for example, the first chords in the chorus is 2 rounds of picking for G, 2 rounds of E minor, and 2 for C. That means for strumming 4 Gs, 4 E minor, and 4 Cs, and so on. So you just double everything. Okay. So after this second chorus, we have a bridge part. Okay. So that means you gonna pick this parts. So you can go with the picking there, or even the strumming if you wish. So it's just G, F, and C, like you play in the intro. The only difference here is from the last C here. You're gonna play that instead of 2 rounds. You're gonna play 1 round of C with the picking, plus 6 extra downs. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that leads us to the next parts. So if you choose to play the picking here, it will be like this. Alright, so that is how you do it. And if you go for the strumming, it will be, of course, 2 rounds of G, 2 rounds of F, 2 rounds of C, plus this 6 down. So that takes us to the final part, the final chorus here. It will be played in the same way here, the picking or the strumming, you can choose there. It's exact in the same way as other choruses. The extra part is added here, and that part is this E minor, D, and C parts. So remember, the E minor first 3 notes, the D first 3 notes, and 1 down on C. That you will play for 2 rounds, okay? So that is how the ending goes for this chorus. Plus, you're gonna add even the G, F, and C in the end there, like we learned for the second chorus, just 1 down on those. So I'm just gonna take you through this final chorus here. I'm gonna play it for you, and I'm gonna choose to play with the picking there. So let's go. And for these 3 last chords, I just played the G, F, C. I believe the actual song here has the melody here, so the real way of playing this should be like this. You can go with that, or just like I played, 1 down for each chord. Makes perfect there. And this beautiful song ends with an outro in the lyrics, ooh, ooh, ooh. Right, so what you're gonna do there, strictly play the melody here, no strumming, and you're just gonna play 1 G, 1 F, and 1 C, and 1 extra down. And that is how background music by Maren ends. So thank you for watching here. I hope this was helpful. Yeah, this is a lovely song here. I would choose to play this with the picking. That makes yeah, that lifts up this song to a next level in my opinion. So hope this was helpful, guys. See you soon, and don't forget, play tuned.